One of the objections to Christianity that you hear in every age is, well, where is God in the midst of suffering? And it's a massive question. We're asking that all the time, and then there's moments when suffering hits, and then that question intensifies in terms of its importance. Where is God in the midst of suffering? I love what Brene Brown says. She was interviewed about this, and she said, I used to think my faith would be like an epidural. Essentially, it'd just take away all the pain. And then she said, but I realized it wasn't like that. My faith was more like a midwife saying, it's okay, you're not alone, new life is coming. Now, the reality is at the very center of our faith is suffering. Passion Week. Passion, Latin word meaning to suffer. When we're passionate about something, we're basically, I believe in this so much, I'm willing to suffer for it. So at the center of our faith is the suffering of Jesus. And through the suffering of Jesus, there's resurrection life. So this is the pathway that suffering, when God breaks into it, is a pathway towards newness of life. And I love what Brene was saying, because that's true to my experience. When life is agony and you're questioning, is God in the midst of this? And you're like, I just need something to take away the pain. And my experience of God in those moments is that he draws near in the most gentle of ways and basically functions as a midwife. What does a midwife do in that moment just before birth? Like I've been in the hospital room, I've witnessed this moment where the mum-to-be is screaming like, epidural, like just take away the pain. New life's about to break in, but there's this moment of intense pain. And a midwife is there with real gentleness, often stroking the back, saying, it's all right, I'm here, it's all right. Like you're about to have a baby. You're about to have a baby. New life's coming, I'm here, I'm here. Like the most incredible moment when you watch it happen. I think God is like that. In the moments of our deepest struggle, God's there just saying, I'm here, I'm here. This isn't the end, like new life is coming. One of the 7 names of God in the Old Testament, the 7 compound names, Yahweh is, like Yahweh my shepherd, Yahweh my provider. One of them is Yahweh Shema, and it literally means Yahweh is there. God is with us in the midst of our struggle. So when we talk about suffering, again, this idea of God being with us in the pain, like one verse that comes to mind for me, it's this revelation of the name of God. Yahweh, Yahweh, compassionate and gracious God. So this is the first thing we know about God's character, really, is that he's compassionate. Again, think about the word compassion. It's a compound word, like 2 words shoved together to form a new word. Com, meaning with, passion from this Latin verb to suffer. Compassion means to suffer with. So where is God in the midst of your suffering? He's suffering with you. And if he's suffering with you, we can look towards Jesus and realizing suffering isn't the end of the story. Beyond the cross, there is resurrection life. So Jesus is the one. He's a good shepherd. He takes us by the hand. He leads us through dark valleys, the valley of the shadow of death, the place of suffering, and he leads us towards green pastures, still waters where our souls are replenished. So where is God in the midst of suffering? I think the short answer, the honest answer, is he's there.